one, a lot of people do not believe in angels. Two, there's not a lot of teaching. One of the greatest books I ever read was written about angels. One is by Billy Graham, and the other one is by a man named Dickerson. And Dickerson's book talks about both sides, the active angels and the angels that have fallen, which are also known as demons. So I want to surmise and say to you that angels are for real, and the scriptures I gave should help us. They visit us, function one. They protect us, the guardian angel, Psalm 34:7, function two. They comfort us, they possess emotions, St. Luke chapter 15 and 10. That's number three. Number four is they guide us. And so it's possible that God could use an angel to guide you to the right place at the right time. And that's very important that we know. And then, number five, angels provide for us. Um, 1 Kings chapter 19, verses 5 through 8. As he lay and slept under the juniper tree, behold, then the angel of the Lord touched him and said unto him, Arise and eat. And he looked, and behold, there was a cake baking on the coals, and the cruse of water in his hand. And he did eat and drink, and laid down again. And then verse 7 says, And the angel of the Lord came again the second time, and touched him, and said, Arise and eat, because the journey is too great for thee. So the angels are operating in this mode of provision. Then verse 8, it says, And he arose and did eat, and went into the strength of the meat 40 days and 40 nights until Horeb, the Mount of God. The sixth ministry of angels is they help in our deliverance, or they deliver us. Daniel chapter 6 and verse 22. I know there's a lot of scriptures for young people if you just jot them down and read them when you get a chance. It says, and these presidents, of whom Daniel first, and the princes which might give account unto him, and the king should have no damage. So they're functioning, and I want to say that all of them are ministering angels, even though we want to classify ministering angels and warring angels differently. But if an angel prays, works for you, whether it's in assistance and comfort, or whether it's in spiritual warfare, they're still assisting us. And then finally, number 7, they minister to us. A lot of times people don't believe that angels do either one or the other. I heard Micaiah say a few moments ago that angels sometimes visit us in the form of human beings. One story in Billy Graham's book, there was a young lady who was concerned about her mother's illness, and they were way out in the country, and she went out to try to find a doctor, could not find a doctor, and then eventually someone came to the house, and this gentleman hung his raincoat in the closet and ministered or took care of the sick woman and disappeared. And as people were looking, and when people came and said, "How did your mother get well?" He says, "I don't know. One of the doctors came." So there's no doctors around. Yeah, it was. His raincoat was right there in the closet. The raincoat was there, but the man wasn't. So when people say that angels visited them, they don't come to make reputation of themselves. They do what they are assigned to do, and they move on to their next assignment. And so, lest I talk too long, I wanted to answer any questions or hear any feedback that you might have. But I believe personally that angels are for real, and that God gives us His Word, God gives us the power of the Holy Spirit, God gives us the power of prayer, God gives us the power of the blood that is not dried up, but He also gives us the power of angels, the ministry of angels, all night and all day. Angels keep watching over us. I personally believe that angels are assigned to the houses of the believer. I personally believe that when you're driving and fall asleep, it was not your brakes or any of that that stopped the car. I believe God put an angel between you and the wreck to protect His child. And so that's my little rendition, Pastor T, and we can open for questions.
Okay. Does anybody? Good lesson, Bishop Trotter. Does anybody got any questions for him?